Hi dancers, my name's Talia Clow and I'm the director and founder of Fit4dance. Today's video is going to work on how to engage your abdominals properly without bulking and bracing through your abdominals as you're doing all your deep core work. After I had my daughter in August last year, I had to learn how to re-engage through my abdominals after they'd been stretched to carry a baby. I'd also had a few complications, so I really had to go back and relearn how to engage my deep abdominals to make sure I was protecting my back every time I picked up my daughter. So we're going to go through all of those things today. All you'll need is a mini Pilates ball. If you don't have a mini Pilates ball, that's fine. You can use a foam roller or you can do all the exercises without. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to start off by laying on our backs. Now, all we're going to do is we're going to work on setting up our back. So you're going to take your back into an arch and then reverse. So flatten your back on the ground and then lift it up. Then you're going to go down so there's just enough room to fit your fingers. And then tuck and arch and then just a little tiny gap. Tuck and arch, just a little tiny gap. Now when we've got that little gap, that's where you want to stay for all your abdominal work. So it's not in a tuck and it's not in an arch. It's in what we call neutral. So there's just a little tiny arch. So just enough that you could just fit your fingertips just underneath. Okay, one more. Now as we're here, we're going to relax our shoulders onto the ground. We're going to work on maintaining that alignment through your lower back. We're going to do 3 deep breaths in, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and out, breathing in, and out. Now, as you breathe in, you want to work on collecting and drawing your abdominals together. So they're all drawing towards your spine, and then as you breathe out, they're going to draw together even more. Like you're zipping up your jeans and the zip is meshing together. So we're not thinking about sucking up into our rib cage, we're not thinking about anything to do with our ribs. Nice deep breathing into your diaphragm. Okay, we're going to come over onto our hands and knees. We're going to do the same thing. This time you're going to place your ball onto your lower back. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. You're going to draw your belly button to your spine. Now that shouldn't affect your lower back. If you change your back, the ball's going to fall off. You're going to hold for 1, 2, 3. Relax your tummy muscles, let your tummy drop to the ground. Belly button up to spine. 1, 2, 3. Release. And again. 1, 2, 3, and release. So I'll just tie on my shirt so you can see. So belly's fully relaxed. Belly button draws up, spine for 1, 2, 3. Relaxed belly. Sometimes this is more helpful to do with your hand placing, so you can really feel your belly drop. Belly button up to spine. And back down. And up. Making sure you're not hanging out in a big arch either way. Your pelvis should be nice and neutral. Okay. Laying back onto our backs. We're going to start with knee opening. So you want to feel that alignment is now working here. Hands are going to go across your chest. You're going to slide one leg out to the side. Both hip bones remain pointing to the roof. Belly button's drawing down towards your spine. We're not flattening our lower backs onto the ground. We're not losing that alignment. We're not flaring through our rib cage, so relaxing through your ribs. Imagining you've got a coffee on your other knee, so your other knee staying nice and still. Really keeping your hips nice and still. So you can open that leg as far as you want, as long as you're staying nice and still. So don't compromise your stability to go further. Making sure you're not holding your breath. One more. Okay, keeping your hands here, we're going to go into our knee floats. So hips are staying still. Watch you don't start going into a tuck. Still keeping that neutral alignment, knee over hip and down. Now this is where I want you to check into your tummy muscles. Are you bulking up through your tummy? You want to keep that belly button pressing down. If your tummy muscles are bracing and popping up, don't lift your legs, continue with your knee openings. Make sure you're not dropping one hip down to the ground. Both hips should be staying nice and level. We shouldn't be rocking side to side. Make sure you're still breathing. Shoulders relaxed, not lifting them up off the floor. There should be a soft peach underneath your chin. So this should be feeling a little bit harder than the exercise before, but you should still be able to talk through it. You shouldn't be gripping through your muscles. Should be feeling just like a gentle squeeze, just through your lower back. No pain in your lower back, no pain in the fronts of your hips, nothing in your bottom. Just your lower tummy's working. One more to go. Now, if you want a bit more of a challenge, grab your Pilates ball. It's going to go underneath your pelvis. If that was hard enough, then stay there. Now, if you're doing it with the ball, be really careful of your alignment. But this is where you're going to want to go into a tuck. So really focusing on how your pelvis is placed. You're going to go back to your knee openings. The ball is going to make you a little bit more wobbly. So keeping your pelvis nice and still. Making sure you're still breathing. Not gripping through anything. Keep checking into your alignment. If you're doing all of this in incorrect alignment, it's not going to be beneficial. You need to make sure your alignment is correct so you're strengthening those muscles. Incorrect alignment. Both hip bones up to the roof. Keeping that coffee on your knee. Still breathing. Belly button drawing to your spine. Last one. That's hard enough, stay with that. Or we're going to go up to our knee floats. And down. Keeping everything nice and still. So you want to try to avoid wobbling on the ball. Really checking in that your lower back is not going into an arch or a tuck. It's staying in that nice neutral. Both hip bones staying up towards the roof. Not dropping on one side. Relaxing those shoulders. Soft peach underneath your chin. Belly button drawing right down. Again, checking that you're not bracing through your tummy. So belly button shouldn't be popping up, it should be drawing down towards your spine. Lifting back up through your pelvic floor. So imagine that elevator coming back up inside, or like you're drinking a milkshake through that straw. Zipping up that zipper, so meshing everything together. Last one. Okay. Ball this time is going to go just underneath your bra strap. We're going to go up and over. We're going to crunch up without going into a tuck. So this is where we're going to work on our alignment. And down. If you're feeling grippy through your quads and your bottom, turn your legs in. Belly button's drawing down. Soft peach underneath your chin. Again, really watching that you're not bracing through your abdominals. No pain should be felt through your back. Keeping those legs nice and relaxed. Seven, belly button drawing right down. 8. Keep checking into your posture. Elbows open. 9. One more. 10. This time we're going to go opposite elbow across. If you're finding this a little bit too challenging on your ball, take the ball away. Really lifting your opposite armpit to that knee without bracing through your abdominals. The abdominals are always drawing down towards your spine. Two more. Okay, we're going to get a little bit more dancey with this one. We're going to come up, opposite shoulder, center, opposite shoulder, and down like a nice little circular port de bras. Keeping those legs relaxed, shoulders are open. Trying to never stop moving. Make sure you're breathing, not losing your lower back. Keeping everything nice and fluid. Opposite armpit to knee. Two more. Last one. Good. Now when training your abdominals, it's really important that you don't do everything on your back. So we're going to come back over onto our hands. We're going to use the ball on our lower back just to remind ourselves to stay nice and stable. Opposite hand, tap and down. Lifting up out of your shoulders. Belly buttons are drawing in. Making sure you're in correct alignment with your back. Okay, now we're going to go out with our legs. Belly button in. So the ball will only fall off if you're not maintaining your alignment. Belly button in. Make sure you're not sitting into those elbows. Still breathing. Okay, if you want it a little bit harder, opposite arm and leg. Just staying on the ground, not lifting. Really working on that technique. Belly button still drawing in. Deep breaths. 2 more. Last one. Okay, now we're going to lift up. Feel everything drawing away, just to straight and in. Long line, middle fingers to toes. Not lifting high, just to that straight line. Last one. 10. Good. Coming onto your sides. Straight line all the way from your middle fingers to your toes. Top hand is going to go underneath your waist. Shoulder stacked on top, hip stacked on top. Lift your top leg and down. 2. Belly button's drawing in. If you're feeling really wobbly, you can do spider fingers. Aim is though to not need that top hand. 6. Lengthen so don't feel that waist pressing into the ground. Last one. Good. Lifting 2 legs up, staying there. Belly button's drawing in, shoulders stacked, hips stacked. Lifting your waist up off the ground. Over onto your other side. Straight line, middle fingers to toes. Lift and lower. Hip stacked right on top. Now this might feel easier or harder on one side than the other. That's completely normal. One more. Lifting up. Keep that waist up off the ground, belly button's drawing in. Thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I'll be posting another workout this week. Similar to today, we'll extend upon it a little bit more, really honing in on making sure those abdominals are working correctly and safely. Stay safe and enjoy. Bye.